Today we're going to talk about the effects of an absent parent. And for those of you who don't know, many times when I come on here, I'm live on Facebook or Instagram, and I'm also live on YouTube. So welcome to my channel. Hello, everybody. Hello, how are we doing? Welcome to my channel. Hey, everybody, how are we doing? Are we doing well? I hope we are, y'all. So, like I previously said, we're going to talk about the effects of an absent parent. The effects of an absent parent. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jackie McKeever. I'm a life and business coach. And here on YouTube, what I do is we're all about taking our life and taking our business back, right? And that is one of your keys toward finding your route to victory, which is my Instagram name, is finding ways to be the better person. So y'all, let's get into this topic. Oops, I almost forgot. Before we talk about the topic a little bit, I want to give you all this week's schedules. So of course, today, this is being recorded on a Tuesday. So today we're talking about the effects of an absent parent on my podcast, Victory Chat with Jackie McKeever. For Wednesday, I'll be talking about absent parent generational curse, right? We're going deep, y'all. And then on Thursday, for YouTube only, I'm going to be giving tips on creating a business around the book. Okay, so like I said, we're taking our life back and we're taking our business back, because what? That is your route to victory. Okay, that's how you get your route. So let's get into this topic, y'all. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to this topic. Okay, it's a real good topic. Okay, so as far as having an absent parent, one of the reasons I want to talk about why am I talking about this topic, right? Before I really go into the effects of it, I myself have, suffered from absent parents, and that's plural, absent parents. It wasn't just one; it was both parents. Were absent in my life. For those of you, I shared my story in like 2 anthologies. One was about poverty. The other one was about just life in general. And I'll put the name of those anthologies at the bottom. So if you're interested in purchasing the book and reading more about it, about those things, about the effects, because one of them was called The Smell of Poverty. I'll put them down below in the comments. But anyway, so one of the reasons why I decided to talk about this topic is, like I said, I suffered from an absentee parents. It wasn't just my father, which is more common for people to have, especially minorities, to have to grow up in a single parent household and the father's not being around, especially as a young lady, right? I unfortunately, both of my parents, my mother and my father, was absent. And I started, like, throughout the years, I hear about, many people have cried on my shoulders, friends, colleagues, associates, clients and stuff. And they really talked about the effects of absentee parents, and me having to survive that. I thought, okay, a few years back, I started writing a book, right? And I kept saying, okay, I'm going to put this out. I'm going to put this out. But during the process, hello, thank you for joining me. During the process, I had my own, imposter syndrome, my own self-sabotage episodes that I really had to really deal with, right? And it's important for me in my journey to share some of the tricks of how I got past certain things so that you, the viewer or the John Q public, don't have to suffer and go through those things. So in this book, I talk about the different effects of absentee parents on your life, right? I talk about them in 3 areas: about how they affect your life, how they affect your finances, and how it affects your business. So this book, it'll be launching soon, and the best way to know when it's launched so you can read it or get in on the free information and the things that are surround the book is make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Okay, you follow me on my social media channels, because this is where you'll know, and you sign up for my free products and join the email list, and then you will know about what things I have to offer so it can help you. Okay, so let's get into this topic. There are many ways that having an absentee parent affects your life, right? Number one, it can affect your relationship. Studies have shown that a lot of times people enter in because they don't have that fulfillment that a parent brings. They enter into these type of relationships. So let me backtrack a little bit and talk about what a parent provides, especially when you're growing up as a child. Like a parent helps identify who you are. Like a parent's job, and I'm saying parent, I'm not going to be gender specific in this form, but of course in my book, Absent Parent, I'm going to like really go in, but I'm going to give you some tidbits. But anyway, so with parents help you to process your emotions, help you process your emotion. They teach you how to be verbal with some things that are going on by asking you questions, and thus giving you more vocabulary when it concerns your feelings, when it concerns things that hurt you, because the body is a big sign. The body's full of senses and stuff, and it tells you when something is emotionally wrong with you, when something physically wrong with you, and everything, or spiritually wrong with you. The body is that indicator. It's that blood pressure cuff, that thermometer that tells you something is wrong. But what a parent job is to help that child navigate and understand. A parent provides nurturing qualities. It teaches it. The parent teaches the child how to be nurturing. Nurturing to their children that they may have, nurturing to others, nurturing to themselves. A parent teaches you how to show up, to be focused, to be caring, to be courageous, to be competitive, to be independent. Okay, and those are just a few of the things that we learn from our parents. But when a parent is not there, who do we learn these things from? So what happens is we go back to number one, the effects of having a couple of the effects that occurs from you not having that parent or parents is you may end up in, sometimes a lot of people end up in toxic relationships because they end up looking for direction, looking for identity, looking for somebody that cares, looking for, because especially when we're growing up, some of the things we believe that the parents do this and that because they care. And so a lot of times they end up in toxic relationships because they're looking for somebody to show them identity, show them who they should be, show them who they should focus, show them what they should be or should not be doing. And the thing about a toxic relationship, and I'm not going to go deep on toxic relationship, is that that's where the narcissists take advantage of these people because they know that they're looking for these things that they did not have from their parents, right? And even though they're adult, they're still searching for that thing that they've always wanted. And they see, okay, this person may be twisting their opinions or whatever narcissists do. They start using that to take advantage of those people. And the toxic relationship may not be with just people. It may be with things, people, places, and things. They get in toxic areas because they're not able to identify who they are. They end up feeling like they are worthless, okay? Feeling like they're worthless, like they don't have value because they have not found an identity. Or if they don't rush toward things that are toxic to them, toxic relationship, remember relationships are person, places, or things, and there are different types of relationships, romantic relationships, financial relationships, friendship relationship, business relationships. And that brings me to the next topic. Wait a minute. Before we get out of relationships, is sometimes they do just the opposite and they have lack of relationship, right? At least with personal relationship, because they're not able to identify their role in a relationship, they avoid it. So the things that they are able to control or understand because they have been taught in school is to be an operator or to be a boss or to be these things because people are willing to teach them. And so because they're looking for some place to identify themselves, they tend to avoid the relationships, avoid the friendships because they feel like that is not a comfort zone for them. They have not identified to who they are, so they feel uncomfortable when it comes to accepting relationships and accepting love from people. They always feel like somebody's out to get them, somebody's trying to take advantage. They are just trying to catfish them or something like that. Somebody's, because they're feeling like they're not worthy of it. So they tend to spend all their time and all their energy on recouping these things. And now this is not the reason why people go chase money. Okay. But I'm just saying, when people lack these things, they tend to go to areas that they have more control, more comfort of, or they do the exact opposite. Instead of being in toxic relationship, they're always giving. And it's almost like they're toxic to themselves because they put out and put out and put out and put out until they have nothing for themselves, because all they're looking for, they feel like in order for them to get things, they have to reciprocate that. Someday somebody's going to reciprocate all this energy, all this time, all this giving, and they don't say anything for themselves because they believe that in order for them to have friends, in order for them to have relationships, in order for them to have business acquaintances, they have to buy everything, and they may not realize that this may have started because they are overcompensating, because they've always wanted this absent parent and the absent parent wasn't there. Now, the second effect of having an absent parent is it can affect your finances, right? It can affect your finances. Remember, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, finances are not taught in school, right? They're not taught in grade school. A lot of families, especially if you came up and you did not have money, or your parents aren't in that financial institution, they did not learn money. So they did not learn that they can control anything, and everything is just on automatic. There's no control, like they get it or they don't get it, and they just feel like, because they don't have, number one, the relationships did not develop, because they don't have the identity. They start self-sabotaging even when it comes to their finances, or they become toxic to themselves, because they believe that they can't have anything for themselves, so they don't take the time and the energy to build up their finances, or build up the business, or build up the life that they really desire, because they feel they're holding on to those childhood beliefs that they're not loved, they're not worthy, they're nothing. And they formulate this thing because they may have had an absent parent. They feel like they're rejected, and even though they're adults, they carry that burden, that baggage, that bed with them in their adult life. Now, things do change when you're an adult, because you begin to take that information that you've lingered with, that comfort zone, and you've applied it to different ways. And so that's why it's important to change your mindset. Somewhere there has to be an aha moment to change that. Because remember, the relationships and the finances affect the way you do your business, even if that business is just you. So you instead of collaborating and making efforts to increase your realm, your atmosphere, your reach, you crawl up in a bubble. You never start that business because you feel like nobody's going to listen to me. You feel like you were Moses when God gave them an assignment. I can't talk. Nobody's going to listen to me. I'm not qualified. Can't somebody else to do it? Why not my brother? Why not my sister? Why not somebody else when you have value? You have value. And because of those pains and because of those thoughts, I created a book. And I'm still writing the book. But guess what? You get the opportunity to take this journey with me. You get the opportunity to work out your own issues. You get the opportunity to heal and to release through this book and through these steps. And all you have to do right now is subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Like this video. Click the notification so you'll know when I post the next time. And stay tuned. Stay tuned. Because This is only the first video about it. This is not the last. Another thing I want to tell you all is I'm going to be doing a book review, and I've shared this book before. I'm going to be doing a book review. I'm going to try my hardest to finish this book this week, okay? But whenever I finish, either it may be the latter part of this week, I'm going to do a video. It's only going to be on YouTube, a review on this book. This is an amazing book, okay? It's called Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting. It's by Lynn Grabhorn. So you do not want to miss this video. It is coming up. Yes, I'm still going to give you tips on building a business around a book, but I'm also going to finish this book and do my book review. Okay. And we're going to go in it. I'm going to give you some of the good, bad, and ugly things that I found in this book. I'm going to try my best to not spoil the book for you, but it's an amazing book that you want to read. Anyway, make sure that you read the comments below and click on the link, because there's more in the comments. There's more in the comments. Y'all, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jackie. I'm a life and business coach. What I do is I help individuals like you. I help you go from merely surviving to thriving by helping you get organized, get trained, and get that money. Okay? Use money as a vehicle toward taking your life and your business back. That's all for today, y'all. Thank you for watching.